point, all of these systems cannot work without the help of DBM, database management systems are there. Now, the benefit of database system is that they are going to reduce redundancy. So for example, once you are going to have your customer data available, you can use that data in many different ways. For example, whenever you are going to have employee data, you can use it not only for payroll processing, you can also use in HR also, you can also use in other different projects also. So DBMS, basically this is like a technology which is going to manage the whole database system. So what are the functions? It's going to create the database, maintain different elements. What are the meaning of elements, or the fields? Meaning, for example, let's say in case of employee number, name, father name, date of birth, nationality, passport number, these kind of things are there. Safeguard to protect them and to make that database available to the applications who wants to use them out. So I told you, redundancy will be less, storage will be much more efficient, efficiency. Meaning of redundancy, already we were discussing about it. Redundancy simply means when you have something which is additional, not required anymore. So you don't require multiple data all the time. You have just one core database and all the applications can use them out as well. Now there are multiple database structures are there, how to do this structuring. Among them, the most important and the practical one, which right now modern systems are using, that is called basically rational database system. What is the meaning of rational database system? It's very easy. You see, the data is basically in the form of columns and rows. This is your relational database, right? So for example, this is the database related to the customers, and this is the database related to the products which the company is having, product which the customer is ordering basically. So here you are going to have customer number, customer name, you are going to have VAT, you are going to have email ID, you are going to have contact number, all of these things are there. And you start putting the data in the relevant fields. Done. Next database, for example, what we can have database related to the products which that customer is ordering, right? So you can have the product number, you can have the description, you can have the pricing, you are going to have the discount and the delivery terms and so on and so forth. Now the benefit is that these kind of databases, they can be joined together. So for example, you gave a query to the system that customer XYZ, their orders they place from this date to this date. Now you see, customer is different, their orders are different, products are different, but what happened, different tables, a lot of them, they are now just combined together, right? So multiple records make up a file or table. Tables can be linked or joined. Every record in a table has a field basically designated as the key. So basically it's a field. VAT number is a field, customer number is a field. Now in databases, two things are basically very, very important. Number one, we are going to have cardinality. Cardinality means how close a given data elements of being unique. So some data elements, they will be unique, some of them they are not unique. Example, you see, company name, let's not take company name, let's take employee name. Now employee name can be same, can be different. There are lots of names which are similar, they can be different, but they can be similar. But you see, the date of birth can also be same, but the Emirates ID number cannot be same, So in a database, you need at least one field which is 100% unique, through which you will be able to find the data. So this is called cardinality. And the next point we are going to have, this is called referential integrity. What is the record reference? All the records, they are going to have the reference.